Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Man, it doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought me some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. And the fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow and snow.
Now, it is a mess out there, but at this point, we're not really sure if there are any serious emergencies.
The good news is we've only got about, of the 10,000 and some power outages that we have, most of them are in Suffolk County, and only about 500 or 600 in Nassau.
And that's where we're going to head right now, Nassau County. Sam Kelly, that is from the Nassau County Red Cross, is on the phone with us right now. Sam, have they called you with regard to any kind of emergency preparedness, any shelter issues yet?
Well, as we've been talking about all day, both Red Cross chapters in Nassau and Suffolk are manning their chairs at the OEMs at this time. As you said, there haven't been many outages yet in Nassau County. If we have to open a shelter, we're prepared to do so. I have just gotten word that there are plans underway right now to open a shelter in Suffolk County. I'm still waiting on confirmation as to exactly the location of that shelter, but as soon as we have that, we'll get that to you. But as you said, there are a lot more power outages in Suffolk right now, so the Suffolk chapter is ramping up to help those people.
Now, is this an all-nighter for you? I understand that you have about 700 people in Nassau County alone on standby should something occur and help be needed.
Well, we have hundreds of volunteers who are always ready. You know, we're ready every night because you never know when there could be a house fire or something like that. But of course, you know, usually we'll have a dozen or so volunteers who are on standby. But of course, in a situation like this, we put them all on standby, and they're all ready to help each other out. And if need be, we'll help our friends out in Suffolk or out in the city as well. Because of course, Red Cross has been pretty busy with all the airport closings at JFK, etc.
Real quickly, what's going on there in terms of stranded people and folks who need cots and so on because of this storm?
Well, the Greater New York chapter right now is moving cots and blankets to JFK at the request of the Port Authority, because of course with the airport being closed and being an international airport, there are people who are stuck there at the airport.
Yeah, a lot of people stranded, and it's not the kind of night you want to go to a hotel to spend the night before that flight the next morning. Thanks very much, Sam Keeley there from the Nassau County Red Cross.
And off we go now to Suffolk County.
Now, your 11-inch weather plus forecast with meteorologist John Collins.
Just a side note before we get started here, just got word that the B&O Railroad Museum, just west of downtown, has decided not to open today because of the prospect for some snow. They've got some great stuff to look at, but I think we'll have to wait till next weekend or next week to go see it. Today, the B&O Railroad Museum will be closed. All right, take a look at our HD Doppler radar, and we can see the snow is beginning to cross the bay. It's down into Anne Arundel County, just south of BWI at this point, and also just beginning to move into around the Aberdeen Proving Grounds. At least some light snow or flurry activity and up around Cecil County. And we're also seeing a little snow flurry activity out toward Hagerstown, between Hagerstown and Cumberland at this time. So that the leading edge of the snow is beginning to move northward. It's been south of town all day today, but here in Baltimore, you may be seeing a flurry or two now that isn't showing up on the radar. So it's moving in. The eastern shore is already beginning to collect some light accumulations. They had a little burst of snow last night, then it quit. Now it's started up again. All right, let's look outside. Man, maybe on this shot we can see a couple of snowflakes. No, we can't. Nothing yet. But it looks gray. It feels like it wants to snow, and it will. eventually. 30 at the airport, 31 at the Inner Harbor. Humidity has fallen off a bit. It's dry atmosphere. So at least to start with, this will be kind of a fluffy, dry snow. So that can get deep without being a lot of snow. That's one of the tricks in trying to say, how much snow are we going to get? Because if it's a fluffy snow, it can be deep, but you can blow it away or use a broom with it. I think this will be more substantial than that, though. The winds are starting to pick up, too, and they'll be a real factor later this afternoon and tonight. Annapolis 31, 28 Cambridge and Salisbury, 30 on the boardwalk at Ocean City, Edgewood 29, Westminster 25, Frederick 27, 18 out at Oakland right now. We take a look at our radar satellite combination. And again, the snow is this brightest white you see here, because a lot of this is just clouds, is right up to our area here. And then we just go into some cloud cover over us. And the clouds reach all the way back into western Maryland. There are some breaks in the clouds out in the mountains to the west of us in Pennsylvania, off to the northwest. Storm center itself is right near Cape Hatteras, right in this area. And it will be moving northward, scooting right along the coast, kind of right along this line here. So what, 100 miles out? A little better than that maybe. But just enough to throw some snow right back to near the bay. Once you get west of the bay, there'll be a rather sharp line where all of a sudden it won't be snowing, or the snow will be very little. So we'll see a rapid change in the snow accumulation totals as we get around the bay and then east of the bay. The big hit will be on the Delmarva, New Jersey, Long Island, parts of New England. So from Philadelphia northward, if you have travel plans up there today, it's going to be nasty later on today and especially overnight tonight. The storm is kind of limited, though, to right along the coastal areas. The rest of the east, especially west of the mountains, is going to be fine. And big area of high pressure will move in after the storm and be with us for about 5 days before we see another change. And there'll be a warming trend to boot. But for the time being, we're cold. White areas, winter storm advisory. Carroll, Howard, Montgomery counties westward, the least amount of snow. Slippery driving conditions. Yes, it'll be windy, but 1, 2, 3 inches of snow is more than likely what's going to fall out to the west of us. But from the I-95 corridor eastward, winter storm warning. The wind and higher snow accumulations. Maybe in the city only 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 inches on the outside. But once you move across the bay or get up around Cecil County, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe a foot of snow. And right along the shore, maybe over a foot of snow. Blizzard conditions in parts of New Jersey later today. So snow and wind in our forecast. East of us 6 to 12, west of us 1 to 6. The further west you go, the closer you get to that 1 figure. All right, 28 to 32 the high. Northwest winds gusting to 30 miles an hour. That'll be later. I mean, the winds are pretty light right now from the north. Here's the Instant Weather Futurecast showing what we expect for snow totals. Actually, it's pushed it a little further west now, but out around Frederick and into the western portions of the Baltimore metro area, 1, 2, 3 inches of snow. Then we get to this darker blue shade here, shade number 3, which puts us in the 3 to 6 inch range. And then that darkest shade of blue is the 6 to 12 inch range. So that gets us into Cecil and parts of Harford County and right around the bay. And then we go over a foot on the eastern shore and maybe closer to 2 feet in parts of Delaware and obviously up in New Jersey. Ocean City, 12 to 16 inches, 5 to 10 Easton, an example of some of the areas in the snow they might get. 6 to 12 at Elkton, 3 to 7 York, 2 to 4 at Westminster, and 4 to 8 at Annapolis. And of course, when the wind kicks in, it'll be a wind-driven snow with some piling and drifting up here and there. About 5 in the afternoon, the storm will be just offshore and not very far offshore, so the most intense snows will be on the Delmarva, and then you can see how the snow drops off rapidly as you move to the west. This latest model is kicking it a little further west right now. All right? So we'll have to keep track of this thing all day. Here you see the storm center, 8 a.m. off Cape Cod. But we're just about done with the snow by then, except for some flurries, and then we're dry the rest of the week. So our InstaWeather forecast, 7 days worth. Near freezing for the high today and tomorrow. It'll be windy. High chance of snow today, maybe some flurries tomorrow. So today will be all the problems, especially east and northeast of us. Dry Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with a warming trend. By the end of the week, we'll be up near 50. In fact, on New Year's Day, we could see some rain.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Man, it doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought me some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. And the fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow and snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really grab me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. Oh, the fire is slowly